You were standing there confronting him like you wanted some business, and you didn't. You should have left the gym and known you were too big of a bitch and you were going to call the cops. You should have left, bitch, because you know you're a cop calling, bitch, and that guy's going to mangle you. This is what's wrong with society. Passive-aggressive pussies who push the buttons of beast motherfuckers and then go run into the police.
Oh, Wes Watson. Man, I just made a video about you probably less than 24 hours ago. But Wes Watson is the gift that keeps on giving. So recently, John Bravo Films, great YouTuber. Be sure to check him out. He made a video about Wes Watson. Now, Wes Watson, he will have you think that he's this tough guy, that he's so powerful, like that we're just shaking when we're around him. But no, it's all a persona. It's all a facade. It's all fake. And Johnny Bravo Films highlights this.
Well, me and him have been going back and forth in the comments a little bit. And then he sends me a DM and tells me, here's my address. This is the gym I'm at on Saturdays. Show up and do what you're claiming you want to do. So I'm thinking in my head, maybe this can give me some content. I go there, I take a flight, I film the whole thing, going to Florida. I confront him, right? So I go to respond to him. And you know what he does, this piece of shit? He blocks me like a pussy. Who sends somebody and challenges them and then blocks them after?
So in the beginning of the video, you saw Wes Watson's crazy opinion about this whole Jeff Nippard situation. And he believes that Jeff Nippard actually deserved to get beat up, that he was messing with an alpha male. All right, Wes Watson. Okay. And then we have Johnny Bravo call him out in comments and say, bro, you're wrong. What you're saying is false. Bro, just chill out, right? And then Wes Watson, the guy who gives prison war stories, who was a shot caller, who ran the yard, who's a hard fighter, a strong man, right? He reaches out to John Bravo Films. And he says, meet me up where I go. Meet me where I work out. Let's figure it out. Here's the address. Here's the time. Let's handle it, right? Then Johnny Bravo, because he's a real man, he flies out to Miami. Wes Watson, though, with all of his BS on social media, would make you think that he is ready to pull up and fight Johnny Bravo, to actually handle it like real men. No, because it's all fake. Nothing Wes Watson actually says is real. And he blocks Johnny Bravo. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, I've laughed a lot, but Wes Watson generally makes me laugh. He is just a clown. He's a clown that everybody's laughing at. He thinks that he's so cool driving around in his convict Bugatti that he rents, with his escort wife that he rents, in his mansion that he rents. This guy's a broke bum. And honestly, nobody can really sit here and say, oh, Wes Watson doesn't deserve it because of the way he's treated people in the past. There's so many people that have been screwed over by his lame coaching strategies, lame coaching classes. He's an absolute jerk to everybody. And this is what happens. These are the seeds that you sow. But it doesn't end here. Wes Watson shenanigans just continues to go on.
I'm a trainer at that gym where he's working out on Saturdays, right? And I had a problem with him one time, and I even filmed it. This is what happened.
Stretch your elbows.
How much you weigh, man?
Stretch your abs out, Wes. Come on. Come on. We know you're tough. Let's go.
This shit got legs.
What's that?
What big legs you got?
You want to see him?
Yeah, those are huge.
Let me see your legs.
Those are dope, bro.
Yours first, bro.
Check them out.
What do you mean? You want to flex with me?
How much you weigh?
How much do I weigh? I weigh 205 pounds.
Barely 200, yeah.
205 pounds.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
240.
240?
Yeah.
How old are you?
How old are you?
How old are you? I asked you first, sir.
39.
39?
Yeah.
I'm 29, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, you should
You're a
listen.
tough guy. I
You should
do.
listen.
I mean, I thought you were a nice guy before I thank you just now. It was a very bad impression.
You guys took it wrong. That's
Nah.
how I thought. Have you seen my f***ing content?
Of course I
Have
do.
you seen this? This is how I always talk.
I know.
And it's what works.
Right, it works for you, bro. Well, listen.
No, it works. It works.
So Wes Watson, the clown on Instagram, will tell everybody that he'll slap any of his haters or he'll slap anybody that looks at him or talks to him funny across the face. But when he meets somebody, a real man who doesn't back down in his face, what does Wes Watson do? He throws in the towel. Oh, man, those legs are dope. Oh, yeah, how I talk to people is just part of who I am on social media. You know, it's my identity. I mean, come on, Wes Watson. You're a total clown. Really, you're like at the top of Mount Olympus for clown behavior. So Johnny Bravo gets threatened to fight, drops the address, right? Come on down. He literally flies out to Miami, then he gets blocked. Wes Watson dodges him. A guy goes to Wes Watson's gym, doesn't back down, and Wes Watson looks like a total clown. But you know what? It doesn't stop there. Actually, Wes Watson went to the management of the gym and tried to get this guy removed and banned for life because his feelings got hurt. Check this out.
And so I had a confrontation with Wes Watson. He disrespected my client in the middle of the gym and disrespected me. So we had words, and as a man, I challenged him to go outside and settle it, and he refused. Other words were exchanged, some derogatory comments. Make a long story short, because of the derogatory comments that were mentioned, I was then called into management from the business that I run my business out of. I'm not formally employed by this gym. I just run my business out of it. But I got called in, spoken to, and because I used derogatory comments, and AKA Wes Watson is a snitch, and went to the management and cried about it because he's got all these followers and thinks he's big, high, mighty, and powerful, that then after that, I was told that I was no longer allowed to be at my place of business where I've been paying $1,000 a month rent for the past 5 years. Once the owner and I had a heart-to-heart conversation, he noticed my side of the story and we were able to come to terms. And I'm still allowed to be at that gym, but I'm not allowed to engage with Wes Watson because he's a bitch.
You heard in the beginning of this video, Wes Watson saying, people who call the cops, people who bring others in to solve a problem, oh, they're not real men. But then Wes Watson goes to the management of this gym, goes to the boss directly, and tries to get this guy banned because instead of backing down in Wes Watson when he approached him, he actually stood his ground. And it's just crazy that Wes Watson has so many people that think that he's a genuinely tough man. The only thing that Wes Watson is good at is storytelling. And that's how he got popular. And honestly, he's a pretty horrible storyteller. The dude barely knows how to put a sentence together. Everything that he does is just garbage. And it's just actually hilarious, though, that it's finally getting out. You know, the illusion of Wes Watson as this tough guy that you don't mess with, it's just completely false. Now there are two examples of two separate people dealing with Wes Watson, where Wes Watson tried to act tough, challenge them to fight, and he backed off. So whenever you go on Wes Watson's Instagram and his social media and he says he'll slap you if you ever talk silly to him, that's just a load of malarkey. It's not true at all. Wes Watson is a poser, and I have nothing more to say about him. Peace out. Hubba Bubba Jabba out.